Hello and welcome everyone to another Northgard video on this channel. Today with another patch note review, because Shiro Games just released the big December update with a lot of things going on there. That's why I really wanted to do this little patch note overview right here and just see what new got into there, because there are a lot of things that weren't quite in the beta, and yeah, they're new for me too, so let's just go right in. Hello Northgardians. We're sorry to announce a little delay in the arrival of dedicated servers on Northgard. Dedicated servers. We've had some partnership issues that forced us to postpone the release of this crucial feature to January. We absolutely understand your frustration regarding the problems that poor internet connection and leaving hosts can generate. Yeah, we all know that quite good, I think. Please be sure our decision on this matter is only motivated by the urge to give you the best multiplayer experience. We'll spend this time to set up an infrastructure that will allow us to have a very large number of Northgard instances running at the same time. That really sounds good. Yeah, I'm really waiting for this dedicated servers, but I think we all can wait a little bit longer, I hope at least, because we have to. But when the servers come, everything will be good, and yeah, everything will be mellow, so yeah, let's just wait for it, not too bad. December update. This problem will not prevent us from delivering you your monthly update. Nice. So let's see right in that. For all clans, we've merged militia and defense, giving defense strategy plus 30 attack for villagers and plus 30 defense for watchtowers. Yeah, that's a quite defensive tool. I guess it's meant to go against rushes. It seems pretty rapid at the first look, but let's see on what part of the tree it is. Militia and defense should be, oh yeah. Ah, yeah, okay. That makes sense, they're two different. Militia and defense. Where is it? See militia. Ah. Defensive strategy is right here. That's cool. So defensive strategy is now not for towers only, it's for villages too. Ah, yeah, now I get it totally. So, yeah, it's just what they pronounced in the Discord for one short time. That they're gonna go for defensive strategy, give it a little bit earlier in the tree, and give the villagers another attack bonus to make it more valuable for rushes, and get rid of the militia, because militia weren't even too strong in that sense. And they changed it out against Monster Slayer in the late term, because mostly new things. So I'm gonna read all through it and everything is gonna open up, because there are a lot of new things, because Monster Slayer is for me quite new too, but yeah, just gonna see it. It's just right down here, I think. Feeling Safe has been moved and now replaced by Monster Slayer. Plus 30% attack power against mystical creatures. These are Dragger, Valkyrs, Giants, and Giant Heroes. Yeah, I think the Giant Hero is the one you get when you have the trait victory, and the Giants are just the Giants on the map, so they have a little different health pools, I actually think. And the Weaver, the dragon in the middle. That's really cool. Can really help in the later games, because the wolves will mostly be cleaned out and not too much of a problem anymore if you have a war chief, a berserker, or shield maiden there. But with Monster Slayer you get a lot of attack power against these measly draggers that can be so freaking hard. So military tree can now really help you to cut through the map even in rushes. Just think about it. But a lot of uses for that. I'll leave a little bit for you. Sharp weapons has been replaced with military strategy. Military units gain plus 5% attack for each type of friendly units in the area. I would just like to know if there's a max for that, because that can stack up like really hard with 20 warriors in. Oh yeah, man, that can be quite a good bonus. So a must go for everyone. Matters on how high it would stack, I would say. I would just assume it would end at 15 to 20% because it can really get insane otherwise. But yeah, just see. Not too bad, even if it would be like it. Just means you need a big army to really engage in something, because this military upgrade will, yeah, it will be a must go for. So you really need it if you want to fight. So you need to get in the third part of the military tree if you're gonna fight. So players gonna commit a lot more to the tree, to the military tree, I guess. Trading or battering is now necessary to build a lighthouse. That seems logical. Yeah, but I gotta admit that you have to go for trading or battering to even go for this trade win, because you really need a lot of crowns in the early game to really push it out early. Oh my god, erudition, yeah. Buff for Lawmaster is now by 20%, previously 10%, so boosting it a little bit. I think it's not taken enough in all over the games. It's not really, yeah, how can I say it, equal to other lores in that tree, but I think for Boer it should have been quite valuable before and should now be more valuable, and could now even open up the way a little bit more for other clans to get into it, because with the 20% erudition buff and the I think 15% tool buff, it can get on quite good numbers. That's cool. So let's go to the clan of the goat. That's needed, man. The goat got the goat got nerfed. So barricade bonus now goes from 30 to 20%. So no tanks more, and not too much anymore at least. So you can get quite high resistance bonus rates, but like not that high anymore. Well, like sometimes you had like 150% more resistance on your villagers, and that made them basically shield barriers. And now with the 20%, that seems a little bit better. So the goat can definitely be rushed, and food trade got decreased to 50%, like most of the clans have. So I think it's now balanced a lot more, and it will not able the goat anymore to boom so hard away with the food. It can get his food still over food trade with giants and everything, can get his gold there. I think it will still be valuable, but it will not be like so insane like before. But I like that really much. I think this nerf is hitting the nerf. Also, it's really hitting the root of it, I would say. Like the real root of it is of course the food production of the goat. That's what I think. I said it the wrong way. The real root of it is the food production of the goat, that he can produce so much food without any problems. But I think the biggest problem were not that the goat had so much food. It can be like every clan has a thing, and it can be like the thing of the goat to produce a lot of food, I would say. The problem was just that you could take all the food and just turn it around into gold and bang, 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 bang. Of course, there are still strong plays around with still strong ways you can deal with all that food, and you can trade it, or yeah, just convert it in other things. But yeah, that gotta be determined in the next time. I think the goat is definitely still a strong clan with this, but I think it's not overpowered anymore, and I think that's just what they wanted to achieve, and I think they achieved that. So I like it. I really like it. Clan of the Bear. The shield master's bonus goes from 20% resistance to 15%. And the tech plates, tech changes, please. Yeah. Sorry. I'm too stupid to read. Let's just see where that is. I can't see it. That's sorry. That's sorry. Nah, that's sad. I think it went a little bit down backwards. That would make sense because it's really strong, and for the bear, I think right now one of the only plays to go straight into shield bearer rush. Makes them a little bit less strong in there, and makes the bear not Brainless shield bearer go for, but I think 15% instead of 20. You will still go for shield bearers if you play bear. Just don't go for warriors. Then man, you have 50% resistance more on them. That's really cool. Clan of the Raven. Phase 1 now grants +3 villagers and +3 max population. Holy I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. Huh. Well, I can't guarantee everything, but they will get 2 at 200 still. That makes like Raven the population clan right now and the happiness clan. If they get a shore, if they get a few shores to get down their harbors, so they can get the happiness over the lore tree. But if they don't get the shores, they don't get the happiness. That's the thing. They don't just have 2 happiness extra then, and then it would be quite hard to maintain that population. I'm just thinking about, do we start unhappy with the Raven clan now? I think that's the case, right? Or do they have better happiness too? I hope that they have just better happiness too, just to maintain the early game, if you know what I mean. Because that sounds quite sick. To start with 3 villages could bring the Raven in the early game way more back like than he is right now. But if it works perfectly, I could be a little bit scared that the Raven gets really strong right now, because it gets just way faster. But that's gotta be determined. We're gonna see that play out. It's a cool change. It will change up a lot, and let's see. Clan of the Boer, I think that were actually, yeah. The changes I said in the video before. I'm still gonna read it, of course. Battering now grants +1 gold per 8 population. I think it was per 5 before. And the ability to trade with neutrals, that's just like before. Unlocks the lighthouse, just like before. And handiwork takes place of nature's gift, which has disappeared. Ah, yeah. Ah, no, there's something changed. Okay. There were nature's gift is completely gone right now. That's... Ah! I'm sorry. Okay, nature's gift gave you +1 gold per 8 population. So, nature's gift is now in Battering. Ah, yeah, sorry. I'm reading that through. I'm not reading that through the first time, but I don't really read it through with all my head, I guess. So you have the nature's gift effect now in Battering, because yeah, Battering were before quite strong because it gave you +3 gold instead of +2 for normal trading, and yeah, you didn't have a chance to trade with with enemies or your teammates, but you can still do it. But just right now you will get no gold extra for it. You just get 1 gold per 8 population, what will be a little bit slower than trading actually in the start. It will make them quite hard in the start. Oh, whoa. I guess the rush is dead. Because the gold is just not there anymore. And handiwork has been replaced by lay of land. That has -30% chance of being attacked by wolves, dragger and valkyrs. That's quite cool. I'm not too sure how that plays out. It's obviously this is way more valuable in hard than in easy, so it's gotta play out. It's like if you want to play hard, you're gonna go for lay of land right away, but you need the bell ring to get your starting crowns, and it's just a good bonus. That's gotta be determined, man. But I guess the rush is dead because it just doesn't give too much anymore. So it changed completely, and I guess I will do in another video on the Boer clan just to retry that, because I think it completely changed right there. Clan of the Wolf cartography has been removed. Very low pick rate. Yeah, it's we're just. What were the choose for it? Sharp weapons? Sharp weapons. And replaced by plunder. When decolonizing a tile, that units in this tile are healed by plus 50% of their max health. Woo! Well, I'm gonna play some wolf in the next time. Hell yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Rush is alive. Pillage is now called Spoils of War. Cool, man. Really cool. I think the Wolf Clan will get really strong with that, and it will be a lot of fun to play. Really a lot of fun to play. Well, I'm just... I'm psyched. I really want to play that. Yeah. New features. There's something, yeah, Reddit a lot about that people were just asking all the time, what's about the war chiefs, what about the war chiefs? Just change the skins of the different war chiefs, and they just bring it out. The clans of Boer, Raven, Goat and Stag now have different skins for their war chiefs. When creating a... yeah. Sorry, I just thought there were another sense about it. Yeah, you have here the different war chiefs. I think this is Stag. This is not Stag, right? I think Stag was this year. Stag, Raven. Then I would assume that this is Goat. This is Goat. I think this is Goat. I didn't play Goat and Boer right then, but I would say this is Boer because that looks way more Boery. Like this, yeah, way more boring. This looks way more goatee, like, yeah, very classy and stuff. And I think that's the old war chief skin, like the old. I really liked it. I were quite scared they would not keep it in the game, but as Goat Clan I still have it, so booyah! Very cool. Yeah. When creating a multiplayer game, you can now choose the difficulty of each AI and the hostility of Northgard separately. A lot of players ask for that too. I can understand that. I don't play that much AI, so I can't say too much about it. But cool implementation, and I guess for training and warm-ups, always cool. When creating an FFA game with AI players, the AI will now be placed on Northgard randomly. In previous versions, the AI were always grouped. So you now really have to fight and not fight against one pack that is fighting each other. So the FFAs with AI will be way more, yeah, harder, yeah. We changed the way victory is displayed in the winning team. The game now congratulates every member of the winning team. That's cool. I think you could already... Ah no, you didn't saw that. You may have seen that in a few games we played before with Ghost and Only Rex and stuff. And yeah, and Mars Echo, sorry I didn't remember that right away, but yeah, we played played a few games, and yeah, we found out a lot of those things with the new displays. So really cool. We changed the way the escape buttons. It's my escape button. Yeah. Button works. It will close each active window and only the menu. Yeah. Ah, yeah, okay. Usually it just closed everything down. Now it will close each active window before and then open the window. That's quite cool. I enjoyed it. That's just rounding the game up. Really cool. When somebody is kicked from a lobby, they won't have the possibility to re-enter the lobby. I think a lot of people have waited for this. It's really cool. I think just right now you see when somebody is joining the lobby again and he just gets kicked out again. But it's quite cool that they implemented that. A lot of players asked for this, and again, really cool. I myself actually could have used that for a few times, but we're just gonna see about it. So, Clan of the Boer. The Manders now grant +1 lore instead of +2, and yeah, they do. That's really cool. Got them down a little bit. I didn't play too much Boer because I thought they're gonna be nerfed again because they were just too strong. But just right now I think there's my time coming, but but they feel quite balanced right now. I'm gonna play a few games with them and see what I can do. The menders are now lowered. I think if you upgrade the mender's hut, this will get better again, but I can't really say that. So yeah, let's just see how it plays out. We changed a few more things in the way diseases works. When a unit gets 6, it will lose 90% of its max health. As units have 100 HP, it will lose 90 HP. The player can heal a unit during the disease. We added the fact that the unit will remain sick if the food or wood production remains under 1. I don't actually have too much of a problem with this. I don't actually have any problem with this. I think the first change of the I think the beginning system were too harsh. So like you just died and you needed to heal the unit, and it would always more die until you had it full healed. Then they changed it to our last stand. I think it would just lose 50% of its life. That made people like me just don't care about anything. Hey, why should I care? Now it loses 90% of its maximum health, and that's getting... It hurts. It hurts, but not so much that you think it's completely unfair. So I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna need to play more with it to say if I really love it, but I think it's the best we ever had in there. So it's really cool. I guess I would just guess it's the perfect system for this, because it feels really logical to me to sickness should be really harsh, but it shouldn't just kill everything around you. Next point. It is no longer possible for healer's Mender's Hut to heal units already healed by another healer or Mender's Hut. Yeah, that's okay. I actually liked it to build a few more to make that a little bit faster, but that were more like games where you had way too much stone. Either way, I think in the usual case you will just have one, and it were more like, more like, what word again? Bug abusing, something like this, just like trying to play around with diseases. That were usually what max healers huts were for. If you had 3 upgraded healers huts, you wanted to do something fishy. So got turned down there, so not too bad. We upped the damage by the X-Pharaohs by 20%, so X-Pharaohs back? Question mark? Maybe. Yeah, let's just see. Upgrading military buildings will now grant plus 5% attack power bonus. Before it was plus 10. But yeah, it all goes together with the military strategy. If this is so good like they told before, yeah, it is just like it. Yeah, but just go shortly over the trade victory. I think you saw it in the video before, so I'm just gonna go really quick about it. We completely changed the way the trade victory worked. To win a trade victory, you now need to build a lighthouse. The lighthouse can be built as an extension of the longship, dock, a harbor, or a harbor. This new building extension will allow you to gain access to the great trade routes. These will allow you to send crowns to various locations to gain commercial influence. Sending crowns to homeland on the continent grant you plus 5 commercial influence for minus 5 crowns. Sending crowns to Northgard will grant you plus 10 in commercial influence in exchange for 20 crowns. Sending crowns to Vinland will grant you 15 in commercial influence in exchange to 40 crowns. You cannot build more than 1 lighthouse, and therefore you cannot have more than 1 great trade route, so only just 1. To win a trade victory, you will need to reach 2k and commercial influence. So they changed the name from prestige to commercial influence. I think Ghost marked that because, yeah, I would say the same because, yeah, I didn't really thought about that, but he were right that fame and prestige really sounded like quite the same, so changing the name of that is quite cool. Still think the trade victory needs a little fine-tuning in the numbers, but I don't think that, like, yeah, the players in the beta, that these small amount of players can really decide that, you know. I think this update really needs to get out to the players, so it can really play out. They can get that statistics and see how good or not good the trade win is right now, and if it's really too good, if you can rush it too fast, what I don't think is right now all too good possible. I heard of a few crazy times of Onirex, but I don't know how it is, like it's really OP, you can do it every time, it's so good, or if it just is too slow and you're gonna get killed like every time, you're gonna have no crowns. Of course you're gonna get a lot away, but I think it's more like a thing you do by the way. If you go for army and by the way you build your one lighthouse, you can't stack it up or something, and you just try to slow everyone down while you just try to sack it down with trading crowns to Miklagard and your homeland, and not really going too hard for Vinland because it's really just too costly. But yeah, that's gonna be hard to say. I think you saw the video over that before. If not, I'm definitely gonna do it in the info card in this video, so if you want to click up there somewhere should be an exclamation mark, and you should see the video there over the full trade win when I played the first time. The bug fixes: when healing Vidofnir with X different huts, the achievement was unlocked X different times. This has been fixed, thank you. When repairing a military building, players were losing a few crowns. This has been fixed. That's really cool. The UI now will allow much more compatibility with various screen resolutions. That's cool too. I didn't have any problems there, but that's cool. Dias now respawn normally. That's kind of the Reddit thing, man. Well, first were the fishermen, now were the Dias as well. They were really important. Yeah, I think it's kind of a visual thing, of course, too. And I saw that they act a little bit crazy, but I thought like Shiro already knew it, and they're gonna be on it. But there were a lot of players telling about this, so I think that's why I put it within here. It's a small little change, but players asked for it, so of course they put it in the patch notes. The message, "You're under attack," will now always disappear once the attack is over. That's cool. Didn't bother me too much, but yeah, quite annoying to have it all the time there. When a player loses a game in multiplayer, he's no longer allowed to pause it anymore. This also generated a bug where the resume game button didn't work. I never experienced it, and I'm quite happy I didn't. There was an issue in the way resources incomes were displayed. The addition of various resources didn't correspond to the flow. It is now fixed. Yeah, I saw a few memes about that your additions under your ratings, like you had +2, and your +2 crowns for merchants, +2 crowns for sailors, and all around you got +5. That was quite funny, but yeah, they changed it now. We fixed most the null zone errors. Yeah, I actually had one in the last time when I tried to, yeah, it's nothing about the game problem, just right now it was my own fault. I just tried to load a game that I saved in the beta, and I were like, why doesn't it load? It breaks down all the time. Like, oh my god, we're in the beta, I load up the beta, load the game, and it just works, and I'm like, oh yeah, genius. Yeah, but that's cool. But that were a null zone error, and quite crazy. I just had like 2 of them in my whole time that were like this one and the healer's hut, when you could left click on the unit to heal and it would throw you out of the game. But I never did that again, so it didn't happen. The map size didn't work as intended. You will now be able to play on very large maps with any number of players. That were quite cool, because in my little boom video where I tried to get really a lot of villagers, yeah, I couldn't go on a real big map. They just threw me on a small map, I guess, when I were alone, because I didn't want to have any enemies. But now I can do it. The achievement iron miner now requires 16 iron, previously 150. Yeah, that were quite broken. I think one in the Reddit just asked for that like 1 day before, and I were totally mind blown. I didn't thought about that. It's completely impossible now to get this achievement. But yeah, they fixed it and now you can get it. Again, we're sorry for the delay in server's release. We hope you'll have fun with this new update. We definitely will have. Thanks Shiro for this nice little update. It's always cool to see when it's listened to the community. So the Goat Clan got a little bit turned down. The trade victory, we gotta see how it plays out really, because there's a lot of ways it can go. I don't quite know what are the ways for Shiro are, so if they wanted to make it a very economical or very aggressive game, for my part I would really like to have an aggressive game there, I can be quite honest, but yeah, I know that a lot of players do not want that, so they gotta balance that out, and yeah, we're just gonna see where our way takes us until release. So have a great day everyone. I hope you enjoyed this little overview here. If you did, you can just consider to leave a like, or yeah, just comment down under the video what you think about this big December update here. I think we have a lot to do through the Christmas days. We can play a lot of games, and when the dedicated servers come, everything will be great. So bye bye everyone, have a great day, and see you back again. Ciao!